Hi, this is Danny Doyle. I'm here with Generation 2 of my Fire Emblem 4 0% growth playthrough, and as promised, I have a co-host. This is Mody.
Hello.
Mody, why don't you tell everyone about your expert experience with Fire Emblem 4 and how much of a Fire Emblem 4 expert you are?
I played it once, and only once, and that's how expert I am.
And yet, as you'll come to see, Mody was able to enlighten me with strategies that made the run not only easier, but I think in at least one case, possible. I don't think I would have been able to finish this if I hadn't gotten his advice for a strategy for this chapter, actually. Which, you know, when we get to that point, I will let him explain. But first, it's time for some unit analysis. This is Seliph.
Oh my god, we are back to here. Okay. This looks bad. Where's the Seliph we used? Where is he?
He's right here. He's got the Brave Sword. He's got a 50 kill Brave Sword. That's all he needs.
Oh my god. Give me the 100 Brave Sword, please.
So Seliph eventually becomes, like, Discount Sigurd. But this chapter is very much about training him. I gave him all these rings because he needs all these rings. He doesn't have the barrier ring. It's actually in storage, but he doesn't need it this chapter because there's no magical enemies this chapter. The Slim Sword pushed the barrier ring over into storage, but that's fine. But yeah, 6 strength plus 5 from the ring. 6 speed plus 5 from the ring, 5 defense plus 5 from the ring. It's a god-awful foot unit. But we're gonna be doing a lot of combat with him because we want to train him.
Yep. A lot.
Oh, just wait until you see. He's getting promoted this chapter, and he's not the only one. Who do we want to talk about next, Mody?
The useless siblings.
Okay, we'll talk about Larsae and Ulster, like, sort of as a group. Now granted, you might look at Larsae and Ulster's stats and say, like, those stats are a lot better than Seliph's. Why are they the useless siblings? It's because Seliph has the Brave Sword, Seliph gets all those rings, and Seliph has the ability to seize, and so it makes sense to keep the Brave Sword on him, for a little bit. And to eventually put it back on him and to give him all those rings. Because he gets a horse, too, so the leg ring with the horse lets him move a lot. And just being able to kill the boss and then seize and eliminate an entire army, like, that is critical for a couple of chapters. Whereas these guys, like, they die to basically every enemy. The only way they're getting kills is if they proc Astra or Luna. Like, they'll be useful this chapter because they could potentially be delete buttons, and they'll be slightly useful in the next chapter, in chapter 7.
Yeah, an early generation 2, they have been kind of helping, like 1 or 2 kills or something like that. Especially this chapter. This chapter, like you only have them to use, so kind of they are good. But in the long run, they are pretty much useless.
Their stats are only marginally worse than their replacements would be, which normally, I actually initially thought I was going to be using their replacements, but then I realized, like, the replacements are pretty bad too, and Astra and Luna are really the only way these guys are gonna do anything.
Yeah, and also inheritance is good on them.
Yes, that's the other thing, is that Radney and Rodovan, who would be their replacements, we get slightly better stats, but they would only start with these steel blades, or with these iron blades that the kids have by default. Whereas, like, Ulster gets the silver blade, and then Ira, I gave a bunch of swords. Mostly, like, the Miracle Sword, the Bolt Sword, the Silver Sword are, like, the big ones. Because this one has 61 kills on it, so, like, it can crit, too. They're kind of just gonna be class cannons until they're, like, not. Shout out to FE4 though, on her funds. That's kind of funny. And now the star of the show, fucking Lana. This girl. So I mentioned during Chapter 5, but like being able to pass down A-rank stabs because she has minor, whatever I'm gonna call it, blood. Minor blood from Claude. I don't remember. It's Blaggy, right? Minor Blaggy blood. Yeah. So I can pass down not just the physics and recovers and stuff that you could normally, but I can pass down the rescue staff and the fortify staff, which are A rank. Like, it's so good to have rescue in Chapter 5, or Chapter 6. It's not going to be as useful here because, you know, she's a foot unit. I will probably use it with her a couple of times, which Mody loves because the patented Mody rescue strategies.
Yes.
But the big thing is, if I didn't pass rescue down to someone, then I would not get it until the Chapter 9 shop. And the only kids who can get rescue are staff kids.
Yep.
Which is like Lana. Nana can't get it because she has C staves at base, so even if she got Bragi blood, it would bring her up to B. So it's Lana. The next possible person who could get it was Sed.
Wait, doesn't Leaf at that point get it?
Because Leaf can't inherit stabs, he can only inherit swords.
I mean, buying the... Oh, you mean by inheritance, yeah.
Yeah, the only way that I could pass it down is either giving Bragi blood to... Sed, which would require me to use Sed, as opposed to using Hawk, who is going to be a big part of the end game. Like, he's basically the second half of Generation 2 is just the Hawk show. Or passing it down to Lana. If I don't pass it down to either of them, I could also pass it down to Corporal, but that is basically just getting it in Chapter 8, like, which is way too late. I don't want it at that point. And if I don't pass it down to anyone, it's only available once I get to the Chapter 9, or I think it's the Chapter... Yes, the Chapter 10 shop, I think, actually. It's pretty late. I don't remember whether it's the 9 shop or the 10 shop, but it's a very late shop, and it's much better to just sort of get it through inheritance.
Yeah. Does that mean we can have 2 rescue staffs?
No. It won't be available in... Anything that gets passed down via inheritance will not be available in the place where it normally would be. So, for example... Where is it? This guy right here has a thief's sword. He will drop that if you haven't passed it down inheritance-wise, but I did pass it down inheritance-wise. I gave it to Dermot, everybody's favorite. So he doesn't drop it anymore. It's just on him. I'm not actually sure, like, he technically has the rank to use it. He can use swords. I'm not actually sure if he can, but it'd be very funny if he just, like, steals your gold before he dies. Meanwhile, we're gonna start moving, we're just gonna advance Seliph very quickly to try to get as many kills as I can. On the Brave Sword. And also on Seliph. Now, the truth is, the number of kills I get during this segment doesn't super matter, because there is a very long training arc later. Oh, right, animations are on. I forgot to turn them off.
Wait, they attack even though they have 0 hit on them? That's weird.
Yeah, normally the AI is smart enough not to do that, but I think maybe these guys are supposed to be, like, stupid.
Maybe.
But yeah, Seliph is basically going, not quite going to solo, but going to do a lot of work to try to get experience and to get kills on the Brave Sword. Alright, first off, let me turn off animations. I turned them on for the kill at the end of Generation 1. Okay, these guys could potentially reach Ulster. I think we want Seliph to just kill this guy, the Brave Sword. So, fun fact, unpromoted Seliph has a unique dodge that looks like a block, and it creates a block sound. Like, it has the tink that normally would happen in most Fire Emblem games if you dealt 0 damage. But, of course, in this game, you can't deal 0 damage. The damage is always at least 1. So I think that's kind of cool that he has, like, the shield.
Yep. Oh! Okay, they are so useless they could get by an axe in a forest. Like, what was the hit on that? What the hell?
Probably 100, because she's definitely not a dodge tank.
Doesn't she have like 12 speed?
I'll have to double check that. I know she has pretty close to class bases in her stats. Like, she has basically class bases plus like 1 or something. Oh, we got some new dudes. One of them is useful. The other ones are not. She has 12 speed.
12 speed. What the hell?
That guy had a 12% hit chance on her.
Yeah.
That's very funny. We're gonna talk about our new units soon, but first I want to take care of the business down here.
Yep.
If we park Seliph on the mountain, I believe everyone is gonna have 0 hit on him again, except for maybe the bow armor. But the bow armor is about to be dead.
He kills.
I'm gonna have her take this guy out with the miracle sword, just cuz. And then they actually have a talk convo. I don't know if you gain anything from it. Yeah, you gain luck. Okay, cool. Let's go over these guys. This is your favorite unit, isn't it? Dermot.
Oh my god, I just love him. I just love him. I love him for what he did to you.
Oh, I make use of Dermot in some very interesting ways in this playthrough. Stay tuned and find out, especially in endgame. There's some very interesting Dermot strategies.
Also, his charm is amazing. Like, whatever you say about the dude, his charm is just amazing.
Dermot is one of 3 units in this playthrough with charm. 4 if you count Seliph's leadership stars.
Yep.
If you find a way to position all of them within 3 spaces of a single unit, you can get that unit plus 40 hit and plus 40 avoid. Which, you know, dodge tanking isn't reliable, but when you're able to manipulate the RNG with arena abuse, and when you get plus 40, minus 40, it does a lot of work to make it more reliable. And it's really
like,
nice.
There's a lot of bosses we wouldn't have killed without charm.
Yeah, and there's at least one I can think of who we needed as much hit boosting and avoid boosting as possible for, including lover bonuses and sibling bonuses.
Yes. Yeah, and we discovered that lover have bonuses. Apparently they grant charm.
Yeah,
So-
the lovers do more than just grant lover crits. Like, they grant hit bonuses and avoid bonuses, which is pretty nice.
Would have been good to know before, like, endgame, but we discovered it, like, chapter 10 or something?
Yeah, I think we figured it out in, like, chapter 9 or 10.
Yeah.
We made use of it a little bit, though.
Yeah.
Right now, his job is just to carry a bunch of swords that he's not going to use for Oifi. Oh my god, this fucking unit.
Hell yeah. This dude is amazing. This dude made the playthrough possible.
He's so good. Look at this. 17 defense. 17 defense. 16 strength. His only weakness is he starts out with garbage weapons.
Yep.
And we're gonna fix that.
That's not a problem. It's fixable.
He can't get inheritance, so unfortunately he only has the 5,000 gold, but that's another thing that we can fix pretty quickly.
Yep.
Here's Lester. He's the Valkyrie staff. So he can revive people from the dead.
Oh my god.
This fucking unit.
He only needs to use it once, but he can't use it.
He's so garbage.
He
He can talk to Lana. Like, that's something he can do, I guess. We might make use of him a little bit in this chapter, but like, he's gonna be this generation's Arden.
I remember that we used him once and he just like did nothing. We wanted him to chip and he didn't even chip.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He missed that shot.
We tried to get him to kill a flyer and he couldn't. Oh, this fucking guy. Again, his stats are better than Celos, but like that's not the whole story. Promotion bonuses are a big deal in FE4, and they're very hit or miss. I don't think Lester actually even gets promotion, but if he did, his promotion bonuses would be similar to Madir's, i.e. not that great.
Yeah.
He is gonna talk to his sister next turn. But first off, we're doing that, and then we're done. Oifi is going to grab the thief sword from Dermot so that he can start building up his money.
Yep.
It is a little upsetting that this is one of the chapters where you can't access like the arena and stuff, but you can still go inside the home castle. You can't even promote in this chapter, as we learned to our dismay. So it's like, I don't know why they let you go inside the home castle as opposed to just treating it like a regular castle. Because if they treated it like a regular castle, you could, I could have just done that Dermot giving the thief sword to Oifi all in a single turn. We are starting to see the crits from the Brave Sword now.
Yeah.
Thus begins the Seliph training arc. But yeah, he's just plowing through this army. Don't really need help from any of the other units at the moment. Anyone else who's doing things would just be doing things for self-improvement purposes. Which, granted, there is some self-improvement specifically around Oifi. Okay, we can sell the Thief Sword and Iron Sword.
Yep. Or Steel Sword.
We'll sell the Steel Sword. We'll sell them both. This is probably not going to fully align with once we cut back to the original playthrough. I don't remember exactly what I did in terms of what got sold and what didn't. I do remember that a very important thing is to get the Thief Sword onto Oifi. I don't think he actually needs the Iron Sword yet. His only, like, his real concern is getting money.
Yeah, we don't want to kill anything with him, unless necessary. So he's just gonna chip people with the Thief Sword right now.
He's gonna steal everyone's lunch money. Look, another plus luck conversation.
There's a lot of these.
They're all worthless.
Compared to Gen 1, where like there's some of like, why don't you kill the guy? Why are you going up?
I want to steal that guy's money with Oifi. I already killed more than I would have liked, potentially. Because I do want Oifi to get, like, to start building the cache.
Yeah. But don't worry, there's a lot of people too. And he can go and take, like, the village. So.
Yeah, he can take the village, and he can take the brigands' money as well. So it's not, like, it's not a big deal. And getting Seliph experience is a big deal, which is why I was like, yeah, let's just have him kill everyone.
And he's not gonna kill this dude. He can't kill this dude.
No, but he can get 2,000 gold.
Yeah. Or you're gonna
this guy... Okay. So we will have... Just because I want Seliph to keep moving forward. We can Silver Sword here?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, she's not killing. Oh, she killed.
Yeah, she got the critical. They're just kind of delete buttons, but like, it's very chance-based whether they actually succeed at being delete buttons or not.
Well, together they can delete anything. I was gonna say, oh, attack from the left so her brother can attack.
Oh yeah, tag team. God, look at this movement on the fucking road tiles. Just zoom, zoom, zoom.
He's a horse in it.
He basically is already. Here's another group of enemies, and I think now the brigand is going to start moving as well. There's a brigand in the upper right who is going to put that village in danger. Okay, now we can have Larcy and Ulster team up on this guy. I think Ulster can reach. Because this is mostly road tile. We got... Oh no, Ulster cannot reach. Dermot can reach though. Ah! I can't do this. Ah! There we go. Hit him with some lightning. Ooh, Astra! See, this is something that Radney couldn't do.
Wait, Astra is not class-based?
No, Astra is a personal skill. It gets passed down to Larcy and Ulster from Ira. And then they also got, I think go through, this is probably the fastest route.
Also, the brigand didn't move, by the way.
Yeah, so I guess we've got slightly more time to get over there than we thought.
I feel like last time we had more trouble than this. Are we just, like, breezing because we already know how to use the units?
I think it's mostly just, like, it turns out Seliph is a lot better than I initially trusted him to be.
Really?
I do want to get some money with Oifi, so we are gonna hold off on having Seliph delete that squad this time. I think maybe even just like put Oifi in the middle and have everyone attack Oifi with the Thief Sword, and then Oifi weakens them all for Seliph.
Yeah.
I think that's actually the ideal thing. So we slow down a little bit because of that, but not too bad. Like, we just Thief Sword here. And then Oifi's not going to kill with the Thief Sword. Unless, I guess he does have a chance to proc critical. But now we send Seliph, like, here. And then this way he can also, we can start moving these guys up as well. But he can also, save... Ironically, like, we're in a weird position where I want to get kills on the Brave Sword, but I also don't want the Brave Sword to break.
10% effective. Wait, how much is that effective?
It's pretty expensive. I don't remember offhand. I am going to be selling some things off of Seliph as well. Like, he's going to sell the renewal band to Oifi, for example.
Yeah.
And I think eventually I will be giving the Brave Sword to Oifi as well, although it does make its way back to Seliph after some time.
You will? I don't remember when we did that.
Oh. I think he's boxed in.
One of them will kill himself.
Oh, right, the one on the right is like low HP, isn't he?
Ouch.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me! There's that critical. Oifi has innate critical. I don't think we mentioned that when we were talking about him. It's just another benefit is that he is able to crit even if he doesn't have a critical weapon.
Yep.
Which does make him...
What is happening?
Like,
Oifi, what the fuck?
As a Jaken, it makes him a little bit worse. We could just physic him. Like, that's the benefit of having Claude's daughter. With just high-rank staves. We can just physic him. It doesn't matter too much.
Now you put Seliph in place.
Yeah, now we have everyone throw themselves on Seliph. Yeah, I think that's good.
That's the slim sword, by the way.
Yes, just to sort of save uses of the Brave Sword.
How many kills do we have in it?
59. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think she can physic from here. Yeah, so she'll physic him. And then he's going to steal some more money. And then start heading to the right to deal with that brigand. And steal his money. I think we're fine like that. That one guy could potentially attack Larse and cause problems for us, but I think, weirdly, they want to attack Oifi. That's very weird.
Wait, they attacked Oifi?
Yeah, why are they going for Oifi? I guess because Seliph is in the forest.
Yeah, because he has 0 hits. Like, they have 0 hit on him.
That's unfortunate. They might actually, like, they're doing a good chunk of damage to Oifi, too. They might actually end up killing him.
Yeah.
I mean, the axe units are going to have weapon triangle... Jesus Christ. The axe units are going to have weapon triangle disadvantage, and they're using axes, and they have low skill. So, like, we can hope.
But they have been hitting a lot.
Oh, dodge.
Okay.
Clutch dodge.
Okay,
now we just need to see if that bow armor going to deal 7 damage to him.
No, he's not. Oh, he is.
You say that. You say that.
Wow.
But fuck.
Wow.
All right, we'll be right back. I fucked up. I fucked up bad. We'll be right back.